Do not move to Metchosin unless you know these 10 things, because even though Metchosin is a quiet rural community, there's a few things you need to know if you think about moving there. So let's get into it. First up, it's rural, and that's the point. Metchosin isn't like some other municipalities. It's not suburban. It's a rural municipality where most homes sit on large lots, often 1 to 10 acres or more, and many of them actually have quite a bit of trees on it. So there's actually no town center, no dense development, and you don't really see any subdivisions. It's spread out, open, and that's intentionally preserved this way. If you're craving, say, a slower pace and a strong connection to nature, this could be paradise. But if you like walkability, convenience, or nightlife, you may feel isolated. This lifestyle is by design. It's protected by zoning and cherished by the residents that call Metchosin home. Number 2, zoning equals lifestyle. Metchosin zoning laws are set in a way to preserve the rural lifestyle, where many lots are zoned for rural residential or agriculture. So that means you can raise possibly animals, farm on your land, or run home-based businesses like woodworking shops or pottery studios. But you need to make sure of that with the zoning. But you won't really find any condos, townhomes, or high-density housing there. And if say you want to build a second dwelling or a suite, you'll really need to check with the district because the rules are strict and you want to make sure it's allowed. And if you're buying land in Metchosin, it often means buying into a specific lifestyle, one that values space, nature, and low-impact living. Number 3, no sidewalks and few street lights. Metchosin has intentionally kept urban infrastructure out of the community. That means there's next to no sidewalks, minimal street lights, and a rural road network that winds through forest and farmland. The upside? Stunning stargazing, peace, and really not much light pollution. The downside? You'll need to drive for just about everything, and it can really feel dark or remote at night. So this isn't a place where you want to say walk to the corner store. You want to plan ahead and rely on a vehicle to get to where you need to. Number 4, high community involvement. Despite the rural feel, Metchosin actually has a vibrant community of engaged residents. The Metchosin Community House is a hub for workshops, clubs, and local events. You even have the annual Metchosin Day, the farmers market, and live music nights that really bring everyone together. It's a place where people actually wave to each other, they know their neighbors, it's amazing. And if you want to say plug into a real, grounded community, this is one of the best places to do it. Number 5, limited amenities, but Langford is close. Metchosin actually has only a handful of businesses. A cafe, a farm stand, a corner store, and maybe some local artisan shops. There are no real big box stores, no banks, and no chain restaurants, and that's intentional. For major errands like groceries and healthcare, you'll drive maybe 10 to 15 minutes into Langford or Colwood. So you have to plan your week accordingly. You can't just pop out for, say, a quick late night snack, but if you want a peaceful living just outside the city, this balance might work perfectly for you. Number 6, amazing outdoor access. This is one of the most beautiful natural areas on Vancouver Island. There's tons of options out there, and there are dozens of hiking, walking trails, plus many properties are just minutes, if not seconds, away from these things. But if you say like horseback riding, it's a big part of the culture there, but you also have kayaking, paddleboarding, or if you just like quiet beach walks, you'll never really run out of options overall depending on what you like to do. Number 7, expect wildlife. Living this close to nature means you're sharing your space with it. Deer are everywhere, and if you plan on gardening, you may seriously want to consider getting some deer fencing. But you'll also see owls, you'll see eagles, you might even see bears and cougars pass through. So pet owners really need to be extra cautious when it comes to this. But with things like such as compost, trash, and animal feed, you should be storing it safely and securely, because really, this isn't the city anymore. Number 8, schools are small and community-based. Metchosin is part of School District 62. And now when it comes to schooling, there's not many options in Metchosin. You may be able to find a couple elementary schools, but in terms of options, they're not many. Now these elementary schools are going to be smaller class sizes, so may benefit more with the teacher-parent connection. But say if you have older kids that are in middle school and high school, typically they commute to Colwood or Langford. Otherwise, other options could be, if you want, is homeschooling, but when it comes to education and schooling, you're going to really have to look outside of Metchosin if you live there. Number 9, internet and utilities may vary. Internet service varies significantly depending on where your property is located in Metchosin. And it may be a game changer for you to actually look into alternative internet connections, especially if, say, you're a remote worker. Other than that, you also have to think about with most homes actually rely on septic systems in Metchosin, and many actually have private wells. So what does that mean? It means more maintenance, which is your responsibility. But you also have to think about water testing and septic inspections if you're thinking about buying a property in Metchosin. Plus, you have to understand, if you're used to city utilities, this is going to be a big shift, but manageable with the right price. Number 10, property values are unique. Home values in Metchosin range widely from modest fixer-uppers to multi-million-dollar estates. And the biggest factors that come into play are lot size, view, especially if it's say an ocean or mountain view, and home condition. And each property is truly unique. You don't really see cookie-cutter homes in Metchosin. And because of limited inventory, large lots, and strong demand for privacy, prices typically tend to be over $1 million. And if you're considering buying, you need to make sure you look into everything that comes with owning a home in Metchosin. So, is Metchosin right for you? Is it your dream outdoor living? Or is it a bit too far from, say, city life? If you're looking for a lifestyle that's quieter, more connected to nature, and full of character, Metchosin might be the perfect fit for you. But it's not for everyone. It takes planning, patience, and a love of country life. And if you're thinking about making a move or buying or sell anywhere in Greater Victoria, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd love to help. My information is in the description below, and you can even book a 20-minute call with me as well if you like. Other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment about what you think about Metchosin, and make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with future videos I do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.